It is late at night, and if you are watching this right now, you are up late as well. I ordered this today. This here is the CurvLife nail glue accessory, right? It's the glue and the pen, the glue removal, right? This sucker has gone viral, like viral all over social media because you can take whatever set of press-on nails, even though they sell their own press-on nails, and put the glue on and put it on and actually have your press-on nail that's attached like traditional glue. It's on there like really, really good. And then it has this remover that they show that just pulls it off and has no damage to the nail. How is that possible? How is that possible? So I have not opened this up. I'm going to open it up. We're going to open this up together and we're going to see if this sucker actually is worth the money. It's really not that expensive. It's just a few dollars. But how is it that a nail glue can be as strong as an old school glue and not do any damage to the nails? So I'm taking a break from acrylic nails. You can see, can you see? I have actually quite a bit of damage. Let's see if the camera will focus. I have quite a bit of damage on my actual nail. And that's from wearing the acrylics. And anytime you wear a press-on nail and you take it off, a lot of times your actual nail will come off with it. So I figured we would open this up together, right? Let's open this up. Okay, let's see what it comes with. And yes, you know what? There's no fancy lighting. I'm not in the studio. I'm just in my bed, going to do my nails before I go to bed. So this is everything that came in the package, right? You can see it. I tagged it. So I tagged it in case this is a good product. I tagged it for you. So it has these directions. Interesting, right? Apply glue remover around. Oh, this is how to remove it. Okay. So let's go ahead and just try it on. This is the nail glue. Oh, if you want to see the cheap nails, yeah, they're from, I think they're from Thailand. I got them for like $1. I'm also going to cut these down. But we're going to see, is this glue worth it? Does it really come off that easy? So I'm going to apply them down with this viral nail glue that's so amazing and doesn't damage your nails. I'm going to apply them down. I'm going to trim them, actually, because I cannot. I don't know about you, but I cannot do the Cardi B nails anymore. I just cannot. So I'm going to apply them down, and we're going to see how long it actually takes for them to set. And then we're going to remove one of them and see, does it actually work like it says? Does it actually not do any damage to your nail? Like, guys, I'm just done with the salon. The damage that I've created on my nail beds and the fact that you get acrylic nails and stuff gets under the nail drives me insane, because I feel like, you know, you pick up food, you do this, you do that. I feed, like, I have my grandson, and I feed my grandson, you know, some things I'm holding. I feel like I'm getting bacteria on the food because, you know, you get stuff under the nails, they lift the whole bit. Like I was saying, this Curve Life is supposed to be absolutely amazing. So let's just open it up and see what's in this. Oh, this is the remover. Okay, so this is the new remover that came out, and people are loving this because, let me just take off this top. You can see how finely pointed that is, right? Look at that. So this is like that, so you can actually push it under the nail. What does it smell like? It doesn't smell like anything, really. But then a lot of air is not coming out of that tiny little hole. This here is the glue that it comes with. And it's not that big, but in comparison to how much we pay for those little bitty cheaper glues, look, that's a lot, right? Comes with the glue, the remover, a tiny file, and this bad boy, this sucker, to either help pull off the nail or to actually help push back your cuticle. I'm like, I don't know if you guys ever used the little wooden, like, looks like a toothpick but I kind of just push it back like this. So let's go ahead and try these nails, right? I got the cheap nails, like I was saying, these are like $1. And I could figure since Halloween's around the corner, you know, they come on with these like little tabs, which I never use. Everybody puts these like toothpick looking things inside. So these are the nails. You can see that. I got them on the T-Talk. I can't say the name on here. For like 99 cents. So I think they look pretty cool, right? Don't they? Like you would think that those are like custom from a salon. So, but obviously, like I said, I'm not wearing them that long. So let's go ahead and just pull one out. You can see right here. I haven't seen anybody try these on a live, so I'm kind of wondering. No, I'm not giving you the finger, but that's a perfect match. Kind of wondering if this is really worth it. So if I look at this glue nail, it says dehydrate nails using alcohol or acetone to remove oils. And as you can see, the wording is actually really small. So if you need to put your readers on for that, put your readers on for that. Apply an approximate amount of glue inside the nail piece. Yeah, and you can tell I'm starting to do this too, going back and maybe needing some readers, but I refuse to wear readers until I really, really need them. So I watched a video on how to do this, and it says here, slide the fake nail a few times. Make sure the glue covers the entire nail surface. So what they do is they put the glue and then they go like this, and kind of like smear it and then hold it. Press on for 15 seconds until it is fixed. Okay, let's see. Let's try it on. The new and improved glue. Let's look what it looks like. Let's go ahead and just, let's see here. See what it looks like. Oh, it's not dripping. Look at that. Just the consistency. Wow. Okay. That is definitely like a gel. Definitely like a gel. I'm not going to touch it. Okay, so it says put it on the nail. So I'm going to put like, it's the first time me doing this. Take this, lay it down over here. Okay. I love that it's not running. Can you see that? Look at that. It's not running. Okay, so it says place it down, swipe it up. Oh, yeah. So it's evenly coated. Place it down again, swipe it up. Oh, yeah. Look at that. You can see how it evenly distributes like that. And then hold it down for a few seconds. So make sure that it's on straight. And I have a ball of glue underneath. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. You can see that ball of glue underneath. So let's just see. Hold it down for 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And it should be done, right? I doubt that because I don't really feel it drying like a traditional glue. Let's see. What the heck? Wow. It actually, okay, I'm not going to pull too hard because I want it to fully dry. Let's give it like a good 30 seconds, but let's take the toothpick and see about this big chunk underneath that I showed you. Is the big chunk under... Do I get glue on my hands? Is that big chunk dry? So it's interesting because that big chunk is not dry. But then how is it that it just dried down onto my nail? So I'm just pulling that big chunk out. But okay, it's down. So we're going to cut it to the length we want, and I'm going to file it. Because there's just no freaking way. I don't know how you girls can do nails that long. I just can't. Sorry. More power to you if you can. So I figure by the time I cut it and file it, it's going to be already a minute. And this says 15 seconds and it's supposed to be done. So I'm going to cut it and we're going to see. I'm going to take off this really cool pattern. And we're going to cut it short. Well, not super short. So when cutting nails, guys, if you're wearing these cheap ones, cut them. Don't cut it like straight across because it can crack all the way down. Cut the sides. Pull it forward. And just remove it like that. Oh, you remember that dot that I put in here? Let's see. Is this dot that we put in here, is it hard? And look at that. It's not. It's still like pliable. So if I put the actual little piece that we just took off on top of it, will that harden right away? Or is it like a technology that hardens with your body heat? I don't know. I don't know. So let's leave this here for a few seconds. Let's file this sucker and see if this actually hardens. Because this whole new technology of glue for press-ons, I don't know, it looks really impressive online. That's the company I'm trying out, right? Once again, we got the glue. That is a gel consistency. And we got the remover, which we are going to try the remover. Okay, let's go ahead and file. Now, I can use this little tiny file that they give you. I'm going to just use my file that I'm actually more comfortable with. So I'm just going to hold it for a second. I'm going to file this sucker. And I'm going to just kind of make the edges not so sharp. Yeah, a lot of you guys don't realize you can take these like plastic cheap nails and just file them down to the size that you want. Isn't that cute? I think it's cute. You may not think it's cute. I think it's cute. So I'm just holding it down, as you can see. And kind of like giving it a squoval, which is like a square with the sides that are just a little bit curved. And there we go. Okay, so how long has that been? Like a whole, maybe 1 minute this nail's been down? Okay. Let me get the little toothpick it comes with. Let's see if the glue underneath is dry. So it's interesting. So that big chunk that I had that I smeared out, it's still pliable. It's still on there, right? But the nail doesn't want to come off, right? That dried literally like 15 seconds. We did the whole countdown and it dried. So I'm going to go ahead and pull harder and see if this glue is actually what it says it is. Now, when I'm reading the curved glue, it does say, press the nail piece onto the nail surface for about 15 seconds until it is fixed. Fixed. I don't know. Okay, so look, I'm going to pull hard. Son of a gun. That sucker doesn't want to come off. Let's look at, okay, we put the little extra piece down there. I want to show you so you can see through the plastic. It's still pliable. You see the gel? It's still pliable. So whatever technology this new glue is, it has to use maybe your body heat to harden, because the part that's not touching my skin, when I got the excess up here, like I said, is still kind of liquidy. But the part that's touching my skin, this sucker doesn't want to come off. That's crazy. Okay, so let's put on the nails. And then we're going to come back because this one's going to be on longest. I'm going to put on all the nails, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to remove this. We're going to actually like hit this against stuff. We're going to pull it harder than that. We're going to really, really like put it to the test, because this new technology of glue, how is it that it's this strong, but when removing it, it does no damage to your nails? I have no clue. I have absolutely no clue. So let's go ahead and get our cheap 99-cent nails and pop these suckers on and see what we think. What we think. Like, I love these designs, but why is it that the designs always are on the super long nails? Okay, so once again, here is the glue. We're going to watch it come out. Just get a ball like that, put it in there. You see that? Not sloppy, not messy. Okay, it's at the very edge. Look at that. It's not, can you see? It's not even running. Here's the nail. I'm going to try to do this facing you guys. Here's the nail. So you put it down and then you glide it up. And you want to make sure that it coats that entire nail. And that's interesting because it literally almost stuck right there. And it looks like it's coating the entire nail. And then we're going to just push it down and hold for 15 seconds. We got 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, 9. You see some glue came out right there because I put too much. So take your little pick and remove the excess. Okay. 10, 11, 12, 13. And I think, using too much because it's going a little bit on my skin underneath. And as I'm touching this, okay, so I'm like removing it off my skin. You see that? It's like sticking. So I mean, I don't know what this whole new technology is that they're making with these type of glues, with this exact glue that's gone viral. But when it was on the plastic, here we go. Let's look at the plastic again. Here's the plastic and the nail. Let's see if it hardened. See, look, it's still not hard. You can see I'm writing in it right there, making squiggly lines. It's still not hard. And the nail is moving, and it's been down already for a few minutes. But the part that touched my skin, you saw that it started to harden and stick to my skin. So I'm telling you, it has to do something with the heat. Ready? We're going to actually pull this sucker, because that was already 15 seconds. Let me just push it down a little bit more just to make sure. So I'm kind of wondering, when we're pushing it down, is it, and I could be completely wrong, but I'm kind of wondering as I'm pushing it down, if the heat that's radiating off my finger is actually helping it set. Okay, so it's 15 seconds. Let's try. Ready? What the? Okay. Now I'm not pulling with my full might, but I am pulling. Wow. 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 All right, let's go to the next ones. And then we are going to go and remove that nail. So let me just put the rest of them on, and then we are going to actually pull the original first one that we put on super hard and try to remove it. Because I thought at first, I was like, there's no way that this is going to work. This is like some BS, some hoax. I've bought nail glues before. They're not that awesome. But for me to turn around and buy something that went viral that I keep seeing all over social media, I was like, I have to try it. I have to try it. You guys know me. I'm going to call BS or not BS. And so far, yeah. Okay, so here's the glue part. And you're going to see it drip down, or how it drips down. Look at this. You can see that. Look. I'm going to put right there. Trying to look at that. And there's that ball. You can see that it's really, let's see if I can get the camera to focus. It's really not moving. And I like that because if this was a traditional glue, it would be all over the place, right? We would be like holding it and it would run onto our skin. We would glue our fingers together. At least I do. I don't know about you. Let's see here. Okay, so here we're gonna go. Ready? I'm gonna show you guys. Here we go. And this, oh, my bad. I touched it already. So it's gonna go down and we're supposed to slide it up. And you can see we're supposed to coat the whole thing. So I gotta move it around because the glue is more on the edge. But look at how it actually coats the whole nail so nicely. And then you hold it down. And now typically, come on guys, typically with a clear base like that, you have air bubbles with other formulas. And this, look at that. Can you see that? There's no air bubbles. That's impressive. Do you see the, look at the very base under the face, right? There's no air bubbles. These suckers are going to look like I went to the salon and paid a lot of money for these nails when I paid 99 cents. And I would say the trick is to actually really push it when you originally put them down, is to really push it within your cuticle area. If you get it really good up there in your cuticle area, that whole 99-cent nail that you bought is going to look like a $100 nail. Look at that. I wish I could wear them that long. I just can't. Okay. So I have, oh, son of a gun. Okay, so we have, you see it? I know you can see that. You see where it popped out? And just slide it up and remove it. Do you see how it becomes a little bit, how it got stretchy like a spider web? Because it's hardening with the warmth, I guess. But can you just look at that? No air bubbles. How is that? Oh, you see my finger almost got glued there. But 15 seconds. I'm actually supposed to be holding it down. And I'm not. I'm chit-chatting with you guys. I have 2 more to put on. And then we're going to take our maximum strength. And we're going to take this. And we're going to really rip at it to see if it comes off. Okay. Because I'm just curious. Just as much as I know you guys are curious. I know you guys have seen this freaking glue all over social media like I have. You're just as intrigued as I am. We're going to put this sucker to the test and either call BS or no BS. Okay. And just so you know, sometimes these nails that you buy can be a little bit too big. So you can just take your regular file and file the edge a little bit down and it will shorten that nail. It will make it smaller. Not shorten, it will make it smaller. Okay, let's do it again. Here we go. We only have 1 more after this, and then we're going to pull with all of our strength. Just saw your video on the R2 Garnier Nutrice red dye. How many washes later did the color start fading out? So typically with any red hair color, I believe there was only 1 that I tested that really, really lasted. That was from Sally's Beauty Supply. Typically with red hair colors, the first wash, you'll see it fade. Okay. Let's see here. I think I got way too big of a ball of glue. But I love that. I know you can see that ball of glue right there. Do you see? Not moving. It's not moving. Okay, so let's try this again. So we got it down and slide. You see I didn't get it all the way down there? So you want to really make sure that you coat the whole nail. Now you can see the whole nail is coated. Kinda. Hold on, let me make sure it goes, okay? Now this is going to be a great one to test because this one is a lot more clear surface. And we're going to hold. And I see no air bubbles. I do see glue coming out the bottom though. Just a little bit of glue coming out the bottom. And hold it down. Come on, we always see air bubbles. As soon as you let it go like that, you'll get an air bubble, right? Best channel ever. I love you, Jessie. I know that's her watching, even though it says the Den of Tools. Which you guys, if you're interested in tools, need to check out that channel. You'll see her in the description. And T Sage says, hi. Hola. Okay. I think that's like 10 seconds. And do we have any air bubbles? Guys, we have like 0. Let's see, let's focus in. Do you see this? This is clear. 0 air bubbles. You can see it's completely nailed down. Now I have a big chunk of glue in there. I have a big chunk of glue in here that there we go. Remove that, make sure it doesn't stick to your actual skin. But even removing that, there's still, look at that, no freaking air bubbles. Yeah, look at that. Do you see that? Amazing. Okay, one more, then we're pulling, okay? Bear with me here. Gonna do the thumb. Maybe I'll do a spider web. Isn't that so cool? I wish I could make, you know what? I could sand this to be more skinny like that. I love the skinny look, but I love this length. Okay. So, look, you can see that this nail is transparent. Look, let me show you. You can see the pink right through it, right? You can see the face of, what's this guy's name? What's this guy's name? The masked guy who runs around killing people. There's a movie, like, Scary, or I don't know what it's called. Anyways, you can see him, the pink, everything through it. So you know this is transparent. This is one of the biggest surfaces, is your thumb, okay? So I'm going to put it here, and then we're going to slide it, and we're going to see if we get any air bubbles on this one. Jessie, we are both watching. Hey, guys. Those are some of my other YouTube friends watching. I love them. They have an amazing channel, very family friendly. They do no shaming, no cursing, no bashing on their channel. Definitely go check them out. I miss you guys. Come back to Vegas. Okay, here we go. You see this big surface? Here we go. Ready to watch what it looks like? Look at that. And is it going to drip? Is it going to drip? This one actually might drip. And it dripped. Okay. That is so cool. If you deal with press-on nails and glue, you know that's so cool. That is so cool. Look at that. Not even running. If this was a traditional glue, it would be all over the place. Look at that. I'm shaking that sucker hard. It's there we go. That's a great picture. You see that? Barely freaking moving. Once again, this is, where is it? CurvLife. that new technology. Okay, so here we go. You see the nail bed? Now we're going to go in. We're going to slide. Oh, shoot. Slide up. Whoa. Whoa. Let's slide up and coat that. Yeah, don't hold it down for that long. Okay, so this one is a much bigger surface, and I need to put some more glue on there because I'm not getting the side here. Okay, let's work fast. Work fast. So I should have put a fatter ball of glue on this one. Okay, we got that. And we're going to go in. And you can see I coated most of it, but we need to coat the whole entire thing. So I need to push that glue over to the side. And it's not... Yeah, there we go. Got the glue all on the nail. You can see the string of glue. We're going to push down and hold. Since this is a bigger surface, make sure you hold it like this on the sides, not directly in the middle, because with the curvature of your actual nail bed, you can have it pop up on the sides. So you want to push it down like this on the actual curve. When you have smaller nail beds, like in the middle, like your other fingers, sometimes your curve is not as big as your thumb. If that makes any sense. So this is going to be the actual tester to see if there's any air bubbles in the larger surface. Your nails are always beautiful. Thank you. I am just not getting my nails done in the salon anymore because it just causes so much damage. Okay, guys, I think that's like 10 seconds. Let's just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do we have air bubbles? Son of a gun. And we do not. We do not. Look at that. Can you see that? That's just the glare. Absolutely no air bubbles. No air bubbles. Okay. Wow. Wow. There's the nails. Okay. Are you guys ready for me to pull on this one? Are you ready? Because this one, by the time we did all of this, I would say this has been on for, how long have I been live streaming? 20 some minutes. Okay, so this has been on for 20 something minutes, right? Let's see underneath whether it is wet first. Let me kind of wipe the toothpick clean. Okay, it's clean. That is dry right there. Okay, so let's go underneath and touch it. Completely dry. Let's go on the top surface. Those edges. Look at that. Completely dry. Let's pull it. I'm a little nervous because we're going to pull really hard, okay? Let's pull it. And this is no joke. I'm pulling very hard. If it comes off, okay, it comes off. But I'm pulling super hard. And who's typically going to be pulling on their nails like that, right? And remember, this is a nail glue. It's not like it's Superman, you know, with his superpowers. Where, like, this is where he's going to make something adhere to something else. I don't know. You know, this is just a nail glue. But we're going to pull. We're pulling super hard. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And look, you can see how hard I'm pushing because when I squeeze my fingers together, you can see like the blood flow or the color on my nail. Look. Excuse the nails. But watch. When I squeeze really hard, you can see the change in color, right? That's squeezing super hard. This is what I'm going to do. Ready? You can see. It's not no joke. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to squeeze really hard. And that sucker's not coming off. Son of a gun. That's amazing. That's amazing. Let me grab a book. I'm grabbing a book. I'm in my pajamas. I don't know what this is. Inner excellence. What the heck? That's amazing. That's amazing. That's freaking amazing. That's freaking amazing. This sucker is on. Okay, let's do it. The remover. Okay, let's see. How does this remover actually work? Here is the directions. You can see the directions. I will read them to you. You can see the point of this. Apply the nail glue remover around the edges of the nail. Okay. Use the cuticle pusher or nail stick to gently lift and create a gap. Apply more of the remover and wait for 5 to 10 seconds. Carefully pry off the entire fake nail. If there is glue residue on your nail, apply the remover directly to them and use the scraper to take off any removing adhesive. Finish by using an alcohol pad and thoroughly clean the nail. Do I have an alcohol pad? I do not. Okay. I'm just going to wipe it with whatever I got. Okay, here we go. Let's try it. Let's try it. If this sucker works, this is going to be amazing. There's the nail. This sucker would not come off. So, it says, let's try. Oh, it's liquidy. It's watery. Okay. I'm just, wow. Okay. I did it around the edges. I hope this does not stain my sheets. I don't know what's in this sucker. Don't really, I mean, don't do that. Shit. Ute. Okay. It doesn't really smell. Okay, so it says to get it around the edge and then start to move it around. Is this sucker going to work? Let's see. Oh. Do you see that? The glue kind of, look, I got some glue on there. Wow. Okay. So I'm trying to do this and stay in frame with you guys. Ooh. Heck yeah. Look. Oh, let me actually put it on here so you guys can see. Oh, let's let this sit for a second while we investigate this. Hold on. Remember this? We glued. Oh my Lord. Look at that. The nail glue is still pliable on the plastic. Do you see that? It didn't even dry. Let's see here. Can we move the actual nail? The nail? Yes, we can move the nail. So all of this glue is still pliable. This has been on here for almost 30 minutes now. Over 30 minutes. And it did not dry. But it dried on my nail. It actually dried on my actual nail. Okay, so that's been on for a few seconds. Let's see here. Oh, okay. I get it. So it makes the edges, you can see like, you can see the glue, right? It makes it pliable. Really trying to get the best photo of this, or the best. There we go. You can see like the glue is kind of just like melting. And so you get the tip of this and you shove it under there and you put more on there. Okay. It's really hard to work with the nails that are this length, but we're going to do it. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Work with me. Be patient. Okay, here we go. So we're going to just put it back. There we go. You barely have to push it over. It's like water. You barely have to tip it over. It just kind of, and then, ooh, okay. Ooh, it's running down my hand. But I can see how you can get the tip in there and really kind of inject that solution in there. And I dripped on the bed. Son of a gun. Okay, put that tip back on. And we're going to fiddle with it again. And okay, now I can see why you need this part right here of the stick, because this is going to go underneath and kind of lift like a shovel. And I'm going, because the solution went at the edges over here, it is easy to come off. I think if I was, look at this, it's going under. Okay, so I got it lifted a little bit. We're going to put more nail remover. I think if I was doing this by myself and not on camera, maybe it would be a little bit easier, but I'm trying to focus the nail in camera and it's pointing at you versus pointing flat at me and the solution staying flat. But it's definitely working. I'm under there. Look at that. Okay, so let me just pull it to me and see if I can get this sucker off with this nail remover, like this. Taking it. It's like the glue is turning a creamy white. Can you, let's see here. Let's see if we can focus. Okay, right where this is. Focus. It's like it's turning this consistency of like a creamy white where it's, looks like it's almost like not foaming up. It's just changing the color from clear to like that. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that little stick. Let me just try with my actual nail. Oh, yeah. Look. Oh, yeah. So much easier. I think you should, that spatula, the wooden stick they give you is okay, but it would definitely be better if you had something more, like a metal or flatter. Because just me putting my fingernail, look at that. I could get under there. I cannot believe this sucker is actually coming off my nail with no damage. You do not see any of my nail actually on this fake nail. That's just all the glue. There's none of my nail in there. Look at that. Do be careful because it will try to start re-adhering and sticking to you. But look at that. And like all the nail actually all the glue actually removed, most of it. You can see a little bit right there with the nail, the fake nail. Okay, the verdict is in. This, where's this? This CurvLife glue and glue remover. Mind you, this is the very first time me trying this. It's flippin' amazing. Flippin' amazing. I know you saw that. This is real time. This is first impression. First time me getting this from Amazon. You can order it. There's a direct link in this video. Directly from Walmart. I think it is. Look at that. This is like game changer. I'm actually going to be able to go back and wear really cute, long, short designs, no designs, like glittery, all these different styles of fake nails Look at that. With absolutely no damage from this glue. Look at that. That's some of the glue right there, you see? I just kind of peeled it off right there. So like I said, put some more glue remover, wipe it down. It will all come off and no damage. That didn't hurt. Have you ever tried to take like press-ons off? It hurts, or you have to soak them forever in acetone, but it hurts typically. That is freaking amazing. So yes, 110%. Go get this CurvLife glue and glue remover. Get the new one with the point. They make the old one, which I think the old one would work just as well, but I think this little point kind of helps push it under the nail. Absolutely amazing. Thank you guys for being here and commenting on the video. I appreciate all of you guys. Bless you for actually supporting my channel for 16 years now. I love you guys. I will see you guys in my next video. I'm Christina Marie. I'm out. Bye.